Sign everyone up. Welcome back to another edition of This Week in the XFL. I'm your host as always, the referee representing XFL Newsroom. The number one source in XFL news. And we have a few big items to talk about this week. But before we get started, we just wanted to remind everybody that we have another giveaway going on. So what are you going to get? Well, you'll get 2 tickets to any game this XFL season. Now you got to find a way to get there, but we will supply the tickets, and here's what you need to do. You just need to like, comment, and subscribe. So if you're already subscribed, if you like and comment on this video or any other video, that counts as another entry. Now there's one other thing you need to do. You also need to click the link down in the description for the Discord and get up to at least a backup status. Now it's not that hard, it's about 50 messages or so, but the good news is you'll get to hang out with a lot of other like-minded XFL fans just like me, and hopefully just like you, I would assume so if you're tuning in this week. So hey, that's about it. Get signed up and good luck, and hopefully we'll see you at some of these games, at least if you're in Houston or if you're in that Dallas-Houston game up in Dallas. So we have some TV news to talk about. We already knew that the XFL was going to air on ABC, ESPN, Fox, Fox Sports 1, or Fox Sports 2 in at least one case. But there was fans overseas wondering, how are we going to watch the game? Well, ESPN announced earlier this week that at least across Europe, Middle East, and Asia, fans will be able to watch all of the XFL games via its ESPN player. So you do need to be a subscriber. I don't know what that entails, but I assume if you have it via your cable package, you'll be able to log in there and stream all of the games. So every one of the regular season games, the playoffs, and the championship is going to be aired on the ESPN player app across all of EMEA. In the press release, they said the streaming service will bring unrivaled coverage of the 2020 XFL season, including playoffs to fans. Viewers will have the opportunity to watch more than 40 XFL games live and on demand on desktop, tablet, Android TV, and mobile. So you have some options here. A lot of people have smart TVs nowadays, so if you get that ESPN app, you're going to be able to watch all of the games, like I said, across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. So we're getting there, we're getting closer, but we have some other ESPN news. So a few weeks ago, we spoke about Fox officially announcing their broadcast team. So we have Joe Klatt, Kurt McAfee. Now we're seeing the same from ABC and ESPN. So officially, right, we have Steve Levy and Greg McElroy will serve as the lead broadcast for ESPN and all of the Saturday ESPN games, or ABC, as well. So we have some other folks for that top broadcast as well. So we have Tom Luginbill, who actually was a quarterback coach for the Extreme. So he's actually a championship guy right here, is going to be on the field serving as an analyst. And we also have Deanna Rossini, right? And we've seen her doing some coverage in the ESPN. We've seen her on Monday Night Football even this season. So it's great to see. That's a huge broadcast team. So now we have the Fox team, which we've spoke about, is totally professional. It's people that people know. We're getting the same here from ESPN and ABC. So what about the Sunday games? So we have Tom Hart and Joey Galloway on the play-by-play in the booth. But here's the one that I think a lot of people were interested in, Pat McAfee, in what he likes to call an unprecedented role. Right? He's going to have unprecedented access. He spoke about this on his podcast. He said, you might see him in the huddle. You might see him speaking to coaches after plays, maybe even talking to a ref after a bad call. And this is unprecedented. We saw something like this in the original XFL, and quite honestly, it's one of the things that I really liked from the original league. So I think if there was anybody to fulfill this role, Pat McAfee is the man. Like he mentioned on his podcast, he doesn't know if he's going to be there for all the games, or at least all of the ESPN/ABC games, or the Sunday games in particular, but he does know he's going to be there at least week 1, and he's hoping to prove himself. And he says, and I agree, this is going to be good TV, right? So he has a fun personality. We recently saw him join the booth on SmackDown, right? Because there was an incident where some folks were stuck in Saudi Arabia with some mechanical problems. They couldn't fly out. Pat McAfee saved the day. He spoke about that on his podcast as well. He basically said yes before he had a way to get there, but he found his way, and it was entertaining. And I'm excited to see him running all over the field during those broadcasts. I think he's going to bring some excitement, something a little bit different that you don't see in your NFL games. And, you know, he even said he really kind of wanted to be in the booth. It's not really fun being on the sidelines, but once he heard about this access and the things that he's going to be able to do, that's when he was all on board. Now, he hasn't seen the limitations yet, so we don't know really what the access is going to be. But knowing Vince McMahon and seeing what the XFL is doing so far, I would assume it's going to be something fun, something exciting. So again, what do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments below. Do you like the people in the booth, both on the ABC, ESPN side and the Fox side? What do you think about this unprecedented access for Pat McAfee? Let us know down in the comments below, or hey, if you're feeling like having a good time, click the link down in the description for the Discord and join a bunch of other like-minded XFL fans just like me. So now we're going to tackle what has arguably been maybe the biggest story of the week. Now there's a lot of back and forth here, and really there's no concrete answer just yet, but we're going to give you our thoughts and assumptions as we go through everything that we've endured so far. So starting Monday, there was a lot of rumors that Bob Stoops was maybe being pursued for the head coach position for Florida State University. As you would know, this does cause quite a problem because he is the head coach and the general manager of the Dallas Renegades. We just did the draft. Now, the whole time, we never really knew if he was going or not going. We're just reporting what has come out. And it seems like the rumors have completely kind of died down at this point. That doesn't mean it's going to happen or it's not going to happen. But like I said, we'll run down everything and we'll give you our thoughts here. So over the weekend, it was announced that Willie Taggart, the head coach of Florida State, was let go. He was bought out of his contract, which we actually spoke about maybe about a week and a half ago. And at the time, there was some rumors that the FSU boosters were interested in pursuing Bob Stoops. And even at the time, we said, look, they can pursue him, but it's not going to happen. Well, Monday afternoon, or actually Monday morning, there was rumors coming out again. His name had reemerged as a candidate, which has actually been confirmed by the president of FSU. Now, that doesn't mean they've spoken to him, but it has confirmed that he was somebody that they wanted. Where the rumors come in is people were saying online, and there were sources telling local news reporters in the Tallahassee area that FSU had around a $6 million contract ready for Bob Stoops. Again, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean he's going to sign. And plus, there are some legal obligations, I would assume, with his XFL contract. Now, from our understanding, there really isn't anything stopping him from going. But as a good measure, you would still want to cross your T's, dot your I's, and really not burn any bridges, right? Again, that's kind of where we're at. Then there was more reports of folks, at least on the FSU campus, saying that Bob Stoops was on campus that day, which was actually later debunked by Stoops himself. Now, he was in Florida, but he was down in Hollywood, California for a benefit for the Dan Marino Foundation. Now, if you don't know your geography, because if you're not from Florida, you wouldn't know. I'm not from Florida. I had to look up Google Maps, to be honest with you. But Hollywood, Florida is about a 6-7 hour drive to Tallahassee. Now, sure, he could have taken a jet, but I don't think that's the case. Now, at the time of recording, he's set to have a Q&A tonight. So Thursday night, he's holding a Q&A, which this will be last night, the day of release, in Oklahoma at Toby Keith's Bar. Basically to promote his book and to promote the Renegades. So that's kind of what we know. Now, again, there have been more reports that have come out. So WKXL, a local ABC affiliate in Tallahassee, says their sources say that Bob Stoops is near to signing a deal with FSU. But Bob Stoops has since come out, at least he spoke to Kurt Hebstreit, and he announced that he's not a candidate. He hasn't spoken with them. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, here's my thoughts on it. I don't think Bob Stoops is going anywhere, but he may be a candidate, right? Now, if he is a candidate and they do present him a contract, it is possible he does take it, but everything we've seen so far doesn't lead us to that conclusion. So far, he's stuck with the XFL. I think he's dedicated to at least finishing out this first year. We don't know the contract specifics. We don't know if he's on a 1 year or a 2 year or maybe even a further contract. But at minimum, he's on a 1 year contract, and I think that he's going to fulfill that. Could that change? Absolutely. We'll absolutely keep you posted as we learn more. But we just report everything that we see. We wanted to keep you in the loop. So far, it seems like we still have Stoops in Dallas. So come February, we're going to see that Oklahoma revival. Like I said, he's doing that meet and greet in Oklahoma as a Dallas, rally. He's trying to get those folks from Oklahoma to come down to those Renegades games. I know I'm going to be there once they're playing Houston. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Globe Life. And I'm excited to see that Bob Stoops seems to be sticking with the league. But again, let us know what you think down below, or join the Discord and let us know your thoughts as well. But really, that's about it for this week. We do have some news coming up, I'm sure. So we know that the jerseys are coming soon around Thanksgiving, so we're getting close there. The league recently posted a tweet showing that they were at the manufacturers of their new football. So they teased that those are coming soon. We might get them at the same time, or we might get them one after another. But either way, it's shaping up. November should be a fun month. And then we're going into December. We have some mini camps. And then we're getting to January, where we have kind of mini preseason, the exhibitions. And then boy, oh boy, it's February and it's kickoff, and I'm ready to get signed up. But again, that's about it for this week. But before we let you go, if you didn't know, we're also on Facebook and Twitter, so give us a follow at XFL Newsroom. Get signed up, and since we're on YouTube, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to see when we're dropping new videos. Some are going to be live and some are going to be pre-recorded, just like this one. So until next time, sign you up.